Okay, this is a very informal review of Zach Cregger's Weapons. I watched it, I don't know, like a week ago with my girlfriend. I'll throw some clips on the screen of our initial reaction because that was fun.
I don't like that. Yeah! What the fuck? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Fucking squeeze the fuck
I'm
out of my
sorry.
leg.
I'm
You
so
saw
sorry.
him coming. What did you think was gonna happen?
I'm sorry.
Weapons was absolutely filled to the brim with atmosphere. I mean, there were so many tense scenes, and probably the most tense scene, probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, was actually just a very, very simple scene, and that's the one in the car where she falls asleep.
She's gonna walk away from her.
Yo. It's so simple, but it's so well done, and the amount of tension that's in it is insane. And I know that some people could argue that the walking up is kind of goofy and kind of funny, but realistically, I think that the tension is still there as soon as that car door cracks open. You can see it in my girlfriend's face. She's having a good time, and all of a sudden, whoa, things get scary. And I think that's the beauty of Zach Cregger's movies, is he finds that line of horror and comedy so well. It's not like a comedy that also has a little bit of horror. It's like a very horror movie, and somehow it's like consistently funny inside of that. Josh Brolin gives a great performance. Julia Garner also gives a great one. Aaron Paul's absolutely great in the film. And the best performance, I think the best performance was the drug addict. Really just felt like you pulled a junkie off the side of the street. It was a great performance. I thought he did a fantastic job. And again, he brought so much humor and levity to the film as well.
You good?
I absolutely love the cinematography. The fact that they had different camera perspectives for different characters. You can hear Zach Cregger talk about this idea in this interview here.
I think we kind of thought every character will have their own lens, you know, and we were like, Justine is a prey animal. And so prey animals, their eyes are like wide set so they can see their surroundings. So we'll use wide lenses, and Archer's he's a predator. And so their predator's eyes are like close set because they look, you know, they're like the long lens. And so we would do that. And that ended up not really being the right approach to this movie. And I thought rather let's just call this movie hyper subjective, and let's be kind of perched on the shoulder of every character. You know, let's always be kind of moving with them. Let's see what they see as they see it.
And we can really notice that sense of perspective when it comes to the cinematography of James's portion of the film. You see the quick whips and the shakiness of the camera, and it gives that sense of James' perspective. It gives that shaky, uncertain, anxious, jittery perspective of a drug addict. It just was pulled off really well. It was tasteful, and it wasn't over the top for me. I liked it a lot. Next up, let's talk about Gladys. Easily one of the most iconic horror characters to come out in the last decade. The look is absolutely insane. The bangs and the red wig and the blue makeup and the eyeshadow. And it's interesting that they built up her look and then they built it down throughout the movie. You can hear about a production designer kind of talk about how they wanted her to look weakened, and then they built her up into her heightened mode.
So when we first see her, she's very sick in the bed. And for that, we put on the nose, we put on the eyebrow blockers, we put on the earlobes, but we weathered her skin more. We did more age spots. We did more texture on the skin. We did a little bit more dryness on the skin. We really wanted to give that feeling that she's very unwell. She had sweat all over her face. She was washed out. She was sallow under her eyes. And we just really wanted to play that Alex would be very taken aback. He's creeped out, but he does want to help her. The next time we see her, after the parents have sort of come under her spell, she's in that same look, but she's fresher looking. Her skin's a little tighter. Her skin tone is clearer. The earlobes are just dangling and the eyebrows are gone, but she's got a nice color to her lips. and she's much more piercing and exact than she was in that moment. And then we just go on to see her in her full glory when she goes to Principal Marcus's office, and from there she has on her foundation, she has on her eyebrows, and that's when we see, you know, what I believe we come to know as the hero Gladys look. And when she was at that heightened makeup look, that's when she peaked, and then from there we had to start to bring her back down.
And the way she plays it is so goofy, and it's almost like she looks like a clown. She's got like clown makeup on, and she's so wacky and colorful and whatever, but she finds a way to be intensely sinister at the same time, especially in the scenes with Alex Lilly.
Now, before you go to school today, I want you to promise that you will not tell a living soul that I am here or that your parents are resting like they are. Do you hear me, Alex?
Another unique thing about Weapons is the way that they actually tell the story. It's very Tarantino-esque. It's kind of like Pulp Fiction. They keep cutting back and forth in the timeline, and it really almost feels like a tease. It almost could be annoying because, like, right as you start to get to something crazy and interesting, it's about to pop off, they cut back to a title card to like some other person's perspective, and it like almost could have been annoying. I think there's actually a part in the recording where my girlfriend rolled her eyes.
Oh, brother!
But realistically, I think that it was fine. Like, it almost got annoying, but I think it was fine because it was important to see everybody's perspective, and I think that there were little pieces of the puzzle that each character's perspective had that you didn't know about until you saw their perspective. So while it was kind of like, oh, it's about to get crazy, and then we like take a cold shower, it was like, okay, well, once we start to build back up, we're getting a whole different sense of like what the heck is happening. So it was good. I liked it, but I could definitely see some people just being annoyed and like rolling their eyes about it a little bit.
It's fine. It's whatever.
Everybody before I watched this movie was freaking out. They were like, yo, the ending is insane. I loved it. It was so good. And everybody also was very courteous. They didn't spoil it. I know I left a spoiler warning before, so you should already be out of here, but like, go watch the movie. It's great. But the ending is insane. It feels so good. It feels so damn satisfying because not only have you grown to hate Gladys so much, and she's almost got her victory. She's almost in control. She's almost done full damage control where the cop, the drug addict, Josh Brolin's character, and Julia Garner are all in the house. She's almost on full damage control. She's almost got it. And then Alex was paying attention. You know why? Because he was watching.
Are you watching?
He watched, he learned, and that smart kid did the ritual, and not only was it satisfying because Alex used her weapon against her, and he was smart, and he remembered, and it was a resourceful protagonist. There's so many times in horror movies where characters do something dumb.
Stop throwing away the fucking knife!
Yeah.
We have this young little kid doing something so smart and getting it done, and I just absolutely love that ending for that reason. But on top of that, it was doubly satisfying because the people that ended up killing Gladys, the reason that Gladys dies in the first place is because of the kids, and it just felt so satisfying for them to be the ones to get the revenge on Gladys. Like, if there was a way for her to go, the kids should be the one, and it was just so comical. I mean, running through the house, jumping through the glass, it was so just awesome. I mean, that one shot of the guy mowing the lawn where they just cut back and he's just like, huh? I remember watching the trailer for this movie and thinking that it looked so good. I was so interested in what happened to the children, and the way that they edited it with all of the horror visuals. Not only did it look very creepy and well shot in a horror atmospheric sense, but also it had such a mystery. I wanted to know what happened in the movie. So huge props to the person that edited the trailer and put everything together, because it really sold the film. And after seeing it, it was just as good as I'd hoped for, if not better. And I'm really happy to say that because this is the second film from Zach Cregger that has just been fantastic. If you ask me, Barbarian was really, really good. I loved it. Not to mention, I mean, I just love any film that has Justin Long in it, but I loved everything else about the movie as well. The twists and turns and the storytelling. I'm so happy for Zach Cregger. It's great to see so many new horror voices. I mean, Robert Eggers and now Zach Cregger. It's like we just have these incredible young, talented directors in the horror movie scene right now, and I just feel so grateful. And I'm sure the studios do as well, because a lot of these horror movies are way cheaper to make, and they make back a lot more money than some of these other massive flops. And speaking of massive flops, I actually heard that Zach Cregger is directing the new Resident Evil movie.
This next film is Resident Evil.
Oh no.
I know, I saw it. Don't do it, Zach.
Don't do it. Can you still get out of it?
But have no fear, because apparently he's actually a real fan of the games.
I'm in a very fortunate position with this movie where I have the same amount of control that I had for weapons. Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I have Final Cut. You know, I wrote the script. I wrote it like way before I went and did weapons. So, I mean, I'm writing this as a true fan, and I want it to feel like the way that I feel when I play those games.
When I heard this news, I got pumped. I was like, wait, we have a talented director, and apparently he's a fan of the games, and he's doing the next Resident Evil. I actually had hope, because as a Resident Evil fan, I love the games, and I want to see a movie that doesn't totally suck. I want to see a really good Resident Evil movie, because the games just do so much more for me than all of the Mila Jovovich films. I'm sorry, she's great and whatnot, but they're fun in their own way. They're like a so bad it's good type of thing, not just like a good type of thing. I'm just saying, like, it'd be cool to see like a serious director like Zach Cregger take control of the Resident Evil franchise and just pump it filled with atmosphere. Zach Cregger is like one of my favorite directors working right now. He just came on the scene and absolutely dominated. And I'm not gonna lie, it's making me want to watch The Whitest Kids You Know, because if you're not familiar, Zach Cregger actually got his start or his big break in the film industry or television industry with The Whitest Kids You Know. The movie's great. The movie's fantastic. The ending was incredible. The acting was incredible. Cinematography, I didn't mind the lighting. I know some people said it was pretty dark. I didn't mind it. I really thought Zach Cregger's Weapons was just a fantastic horror movie. But yeah, that is it for the video. That is it for my review. I love Weapons. I absolutely love the movie. Zach Cregger is a great director. One of my favorites working today by far. And if you haven't checked it out, definitely go watch it. Definitely give it a shot. I think it's worth it. I think it's fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.
What did you think?
I liked it. I didn't like the jump scare.